Ladies and gentlemen, it is episode 2 of A Case for the Mondays. As always, I am Adam Marino. Joined with me is my co-host, hailing from a van down by the river, Caleb Westra.
Nice Tommy boy. Well, Matt Foley, motivational speaker
For Motivational Mondays.
Yeah,
That is correct.
that is correct.
So-
Spanish Armada.
We can either quote every Chris Farley movie ever right now for 29 more minutes, or we should probably get in the show.
Get down to the
We have-
nitty-gritty.
We have a lot. So let's start with the opening case. So breaking news is definitely going to be, first of all, the Indianapolis Colts, your Indianapolis Colts. Who did they get?
Matty Ice.
No, oh man, that is trash.
All right.
All right. So that is that's definitely not what we were hoping for if you are a Colts fan. And what's hilarious is, as you may or may not know, Caleb and I are not, and so we don't care. So here's
Wait,
one thing.
who? Cares?
So
Yeah, there we
here's
go.
one thing real quick. All right. So 2016, starting quarterback, Andrew Luck.
Yep.
All right. 2017,
Tolzien? Scott Tolzien?
Scott Tolzien.
Tolzien, that's right.
2018, we're right back to Andrew Luck. All right. In Luck we trust. And then that was done. All right. 2019, Jacoby Brissett.
Barbecue Brissett.
All right. 2020, one Phillip Rivers and his 19 children.
Old Man Rivers.
Yep. And then 2021, the debacle that was Carson Wentz, right?
Carson Wentz.
And 2022, man,
Matt Ryan.
Grandpa.
So for the last 6 years, they have wasted, when they could have got a franchise quarterback as a rookie, they wasted all that talent. I mean, granted, they did get Andrew Luck, but after that, they should have. So 4 years. We'll give them 4 years.
Sure. It's all bad. And I hope that Matt Ryan didn't text Pascal to say, hey, you want to throw some routes? Because Pascal's out of there.
Yes.
So not as many people to throw it to. The line isn't really top notch. Pascal went on to Philadelphia. Also, another breaking news of the week. We did mention that the next time we would be talking to you,
Deshaun Watson would be signed.
and what do you know? So the Cleveland Browns, you were saying earlier, he still has what?
22 open cases of sexual assault. So the Browns are like, screw it.
He seems like a nice guy.
Browns are like, everybody hates us anyways, so we might as well just so are we at that point with the Cleveland Browns that our morals are going out the window? Is that where we're at?
Well,
And I'm not saying he did it or didn't do it, but like,
that went out a long time ago.
would you give a guy $2.7 million per game with 22 open sexual assault cases? $2.7 million a game for 5 years.
Even if just one of those comes to light where it's like, no, yeah, he did it. It's all bad. That's the Cleveland Browns for you, basically,
So
in a nutshell. They also have a multitude of quarterbacks who have started since the year 2000. Our show is not that long, therefore we move on. So March Madness. So definitely the talk of the town, I would say probably is St. Peter's. They might find a way to another segment of the show later. But who is your do you have a breakout team or go the other way, a team that you were like, oh my gosh, I have them going to like the Elite Eight and they're already done, you know?
So, okay, as many of you may know, and now you're really going to know, I'm a diehard Michigan fan, but I was being a realist when I made my bracket. And we talked about it when we were at Wrigley, and you guys kind of seen some of the pictures of us filling out the brackets and the live videos.
So
literally, I picked Tennessee to win the whole darn thing.
Yeah.
And Michigan's
so obviously you had them
Michigan's
beaten.
like, oh, because you've seen me play like crap all year, we're not going to play like crap because you picked Tennessee. So maybe I should pick every single team as a lock that plays Michigan. So I don't know. No, I'm not going to do that. But yeah, so Michigan surprised me. I think, do they have the talent to go far? Maybe, but are they going to? Probably not. They have a very tough bracket, that West bracket. So let's talk about that for a second. You asked me who I want to win or whatever. that West bracket has a possible matchup of Arizona, Houston, Michigan, Nova. Well, that is the matchup.
Wait, that's
Arizona,
the South. San Antonio.
Yes.
That's the South.
South. Was it? That's the South. Okay.
I got it right here.
Yep. So it's Houston and Arizona, two really good teams. Is that the 1 and 2 seed?
So Arizona is the 5. The
Arizona's a 1 seed.
Houston is the 5. Sorry.
Houston's a 5.
Yep.
And then you have
Nova is the 2.
the
They
2,
would face
and then
each other.
Michigan's is an 11.
Yes.
And I did say this. I told you when we went out with the brackets, I said watch out for those 11 seeds because for the first time we had I think we had four Power 5 conferences, and you have Iowa State who made it as an 11 seed and Michigan as an 11 seed who both made it. Notre Dame would have been a third 11 over a 3, but they lost at the end of the game with a minute left.
Iowa State did beat Wisconsin because the Big Ten is overrated. So
where's the Pac-12 right now?
We can talk about that later as well. UCLA still dancing.
In Zona. There you go.
So yeah, San Antonio does have a very intriguing matchup as they have Villanova, Michigan, Houston, Arizona. Those are going to be.
I
good
think
games.
the winner's coming out. That's where I'm saying those 4 teams.
The winner of the whole thing.
They'll win the whole thing.
Sure. Yeah. So my pick to win the whole thing is Duke, and that was a pretty epic game against Tom Izzo, who we said not to bet against, and then you actually did,
and
I didn't.
and I think I said the line was at like +1, and was it +1 or 1.5? I don't care.
It was close, yeah.
But I mentioned betting it up to +4, and that would have hit if you did that. What was my other lock? Loyola Chicago laid an egg. We don't want to talk about that. It's okay. But that being said, so the Villanova, Michigan, the only cool thing I'm going to say, and then we don't have to talk about Michigan the rest of the podcast. Michigan, Villanova, 2018 National Championship, San Antonio.
So even in the same city.
Yes, same building.
That's crazy.
Michigan, Nova, Sweet 16, San Antonio, 2022.
Wow. So I'm excited for being in the state of Indiana. If we can get a Purdue UCLA matchup,
that'd be great.
That would be really fun. A lot of bets to be had, and a lot of social media goings-ons on that night. All right, so that will do it for our opening case. We move on to Case Maker, and I think this was an easy discussion when we figured out what the Case Maker would be, because you have a team who their payroll is less than what I believe half of John Calipari's salary, and they beat the entire state
of Kentucky.
Ownage. So founded in 1872 by the Society of Jesus, this university
from the Ocean Blue.
This university offers 60 undergraduate and graduate programs to more than 2,600 undergraduate and 800 graduate students. Its mascot is the peacock, the only mascot that is called Peacock, and that is, of course, hailing from New Jersey, St. Pete. So,
Joyzy.
This is like, I'm trying to like match this up against what could you even say, like Von Mar shoes up against Payless, not even that,
like And One versus Versace or Gucci, like Gucci flip flops versus And One slides, like that's like you can't.
Yeah, I mean,
or Jordan in Shaq.
Or do you remember? You might not be old enough, but Voigt, the basketball brand.
Yeah,
they made shoes.
Yeah, they made shoes, and you could order them from their catalog.
So along
with the Voigt basketball that didn't retain air, and a pump that was probably broken,
and it was like rubber. It was an outdoor ball.
Indoor,
yeah,
outdoor,
but it
indoor.
really wasn't.
It was more like never.
Yeah, we just use it for ball tag.
Yeah, we use it as a kickball. And like you kick it and it end up like it was orbiting the moon and coming back.
Voigt versus Nike or Jordan. and Voight wins by multiple possessions.
So that's the thing.
Both
It
of
was
their
16
wins.
points
Yeah.
combined. So
Both of their
10.
wins.
So 6 versus Kentucky, 10 over Murray State, and that's it's just crowning. I saw a TikTok that was they're like the universe was showing a sign, and they showed a picture, and they looked tough, man. And then there's one white dude. Like, it was all black dudes and one white dude. And you knew that white dude was just as good as all those black guys. And they were going to ball, and they wanted it more. And hats off to them. I mean, like...
Oh, I mean, what can you say? And obviously, the entire country is now rooting for
The Peacocks.
St. Peter's. I mean, how can you not? I mean, amazing story. So St. Peter's now, which we are talking about, the only thing that's frustrating is, as a UCLA fan, if they take care of business, St. Purdue beats St. Peter's, they have an easy road right to get to UCLA. Whereas UCLA, what do they get? A blue blood in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Talk about epic matchup.
But a down
That's
blue
gonna
blood without Roy Williams.
But, I mean, still. And they did almost blow it. They tried
They tried to.
They really tried.
So literally, like, they were up 10, and Baylor hit a 3, and I was like, oh, what's the line? Plus 320 money line. I'm like, let's go. So I put 20 on it, and then they lost in overtime. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, all that comeback just to lose it to North Carolina.
So last week we had a runner-up for Casemaker, and definitely, do we have one for this week? Who do you have?
I mean, we talked about the second place in the women's national championship.
Well, why wouldn't we give it to first place? How does that work?
Because they have to be a
They
female.
can't have testicles, or that's not fair.
So, and that's no disrespect to anybody with trans, but like,
So
it
one
just
thing you
doesn't,
said,
it doesn't make sense.
we should what we should do is have a trans, like, they should just compete.
Yeah. So this is my this all seriousness, like being tolerant of everybody.
Right.
Like I said, we don't try to make fun of people by their sexual orientation or anything.
Whatever, yeah.
But
make it fair.
Make it fair. So why not have three divisions? You have men's, women's, and trans, and then nobody has to ever argue about it ever again.
Yep.
Is that the fairest way we could do?
For sure. There's MMA women getting skulls cracked,
Almost dying.
Yeah.
Because of males that want to be females.
Right.
So why don't you put all of what division you're in? So are you a male, you female, you trans? Because that's how everybody's identifying themselves.
Yep. No question.
And then that all seriousness, like just to be tolerant of everybody and everybody's feelings and everything like that. I think that's the best way to do it.
No, absolutely.
And so she would be the first NCAA Division I trans national champion.
Yeah. And
then that way, and here's the thing, I looked into it a little bit. So the NCAA, what the rules is that you have to be a year of like testosterone treatments, like that take back. So probably like estrogen treatments, but at the same time, William, that changed to Leah,
right,
was already gone through male puberty.
Right.
So the size of the body and the hands and the legs and the feet and everything else.
Yeah, this person is like 6'4".
Yeah, and like I said, we wish
fine.
no ill on anybody. That's your decision. But the fact of the matter is what's fair and what is right.
Right.
And that's how I see it.
Yep. I think that would make sense, and it would at least everyone could at least understand where everyone's coming from. Then at that point, like, okay, there's a separate division.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And then who's going to complain about it? Now, if you're complaining about it, then screw you.
Then you just have.
Then screw you. You're a crouchy old man that doesn't give a crap about life.
And we'll
that's
be sure to stay off your lawn.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Well, actually, I'll probably go on it.
Well, yeah.
Like Monster House.
All right. So, Casemaker this week, no question, is your St. Peter's Peacocks.
Yes.
So now where we were wrong with case locks, I had last week every 1 and 2 seed advancing.
I mean, it's just a shot in the dark. You're throwing out there. Let's go chalk on it.
Yeah. So, and then Kentucky definitely was the first domino that just came crashing down. So I am 0 for 1 on the year for my case locks. You added one
Owen.
at the buzzer because first you said the Sister Marys of fighting out of Loyola. They found a way to lose to your nemesis, Ohio State, and you were not excited about that. But then you kind of threw in one just to save yourself.
Yes.
And you did win that one.
Yeah, so that was what I was talking about before when I said Michigan State. I picked Davidson with the +1, but at the very end, I'm like, if you're into betting, go on DraftKings, safe bet +4.
And in our group chat, I texted you that night.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. And you're like, oh, they need a 3. And within 30 seconds,
you're like, there it is.
They hit a 3.
And then in my head, all I hear is, unbelievable, baby. I can't believe it.
So they ended up only losing by 1.
Mm-hmm.
So you did win that bet. You took +4. They only lost by 1. So I guess we might have to go to judge's ruling. You're 1 for 2, right?
Yeah,
so,
we'll just say I'm 1 for 2.
Yeah. So we are 1 for 3 for the year. We'll see if we can improve on that.
Now here, we'll give you this. So you guess another one. Like you'll do 1 and I'll do 2 more, so I have a better chance of losing another. Like so, I could be 1 for 3,
or if
1
it's a
and 3.
parlay, because I'm just doing a single bet and I am taking. So the line is 12.5, St. Peter's and Purdue. So I think that St. Peter's will keep it closer than 12.5. So that's what I'm taking. That's going to be my lock.
That's your peacock pick of the week.
Right.
All right, I like it. So some of these lines I was looking, and they're very close, like 1, 1.5, da-da-da.
Sure.
That's not a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? That you might as well go money line. You might as well go chalk on that. I mean, Davidson was different because the line was so tight, and for them to be a mid-major school playing a Big Ten school.
Sure.
This is Michigan Nova. +4.5. You got to take Michigan in the +4.5. I think Nova's a great team, but they're not what they were in 2018, and I think Michigan's rolling. Huge win over Tennessee. They discovered themselves. Their point guard was out like 3 times during the game. They still won the game. Players coming into roles, and now they're rolling. Not saying they win, but +4.5. It's going to be a barn burner, buzzer beater, maybe overtime. +4.5 Michigan, and then to go along with that, a team that played freaking amazing last night. Miami -2.5 over Iowa State. I'm sorry, but Iowa State's time. Iowa State, your time has come to lose to the Hurricanes.
Now, while you're in a good mood singing, I'm about to put you in your place because we did go live last week, and we said that between us picking these brackets, that what we're going to do is whoever has the best bracket, that the winner gets 50 bones and the loser gets
a pie to the face.
Okay. I wanted you to say that out loud because that's what's going to be happening. Because after round 1, each correct game was worth 1 point.
That is correct.
And at the end of round 1, I had 24 correct picks, and you had 21. That's the end of round 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Then at the end of round 2, you had 6 correct picks, and I had 9. But where the kicker is where each round we double the points. So instead of 1 point in the second round, it's 2. So my 9 picks equal 18. You add that to the 24 that I had. That's 42.
And there's no possible way because my Final Four included Kentucky, Tennessee, and Iowa, who all lost this weekend. So thank you. I hate all of you now. I hate all of you.
I hate all of you because when we ran polls to see who would win,
everybody said me.
Yeah, you won the percentage on that. So we all hate all of you. So just but keep listening.
Also, like just because we're talking about you guys as viewers, we need a name for you guys. I said K-Says the other day, just kind of naturally.
I like it.
But what, like, if you guys have something different, that's just let us know. We still might just say
Yeah.
case heads.
What's
That's
up,
what you guys.
all you case heads out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you could come up with something cool, just let us know.
Right.
Like, not saying we won't, not saying we will, but
Right. I would rather turn it down live. I mean,
Yeah.
we're gonna turn you down,
So,
but I'd rather be able to say who it was.
and I just think it'd be funny just to see the crazy names that.
Right. All right. So, to recap, the case lock, we're 1 for 3 on the year. My lock is going to be plus 12.5 for St. Peter's, and you are
Plus 4.5, 4.5 for Michigan, and
Okay.
then minus 2.5, so they have to win by 3. Miami.
that's the
And
second.
if you really
And
want
that's
to
a parlay.
do, yeah,
parlay
if
that
you
up.
really want to do it,
Get-
parlay St. Peter's with Michigan and Miami.
Sure. Yep. But those are our locks, and then it looks like we are going to do a pie in the face to Caleb. It looks that way.
I mean, we can wait till the national championship game.
No, that's fair.
definitely,
That's fair.
But
until mathematically you're eliminated. Plus, I think it'd be fun to maybe do it at halftime of the national
yeah,
championship.
so this is the thing too. Like,
That's fair.
are we doing just like a whipped cream or like shaving cream pie, or are we doing like a legit like
No, legit.
Dutch apple pie?
We only know how many moms here that
Well-
can make a pie.
Just make us a lot of pies, guys.
Yeah,
and then
well, and also the pie that we use, I'm cutting out one slice for
well,
me.
obviously,
You can't.
Why?
You lost. No, you're gonna eat it when it's all over your
yeah. But why can't I
body.
eat it then and then?
No, you can when it's dripping off your nose. Just stick out your tongue and shut your lips. All right, so moving on to our best case scenario. So this week, our best case scenario is you're out driving. It's 9:00 at night, and normally, keep in mind, pre-COVID, I would say pretend it's like midnight, but half of these places are closed.
So like 10,
So I'm saying
10 o'clock,
So 10 at the latest. So
and that's like, oh crap, I haven't eaten yet, and well, Adam doesn't drink, but it's like I might go out with friends tonight, and I need some food in my system.
So what are best case scenario for your top 5 fast food items?
I say we say one at the same time.
But we're starting at the
5.
5th.
Okay.
All right. At number 5. 1, 2, 3.
Nacho
Popeye's chicken
fries
sandwich. All
from
right.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, no, that's solid. That's
Yeah.
pretty solid. All right. And chicken sandwich from Popeyes. I have had all of them from Burger King to
Yeah. I mean, definitely Popeye's chicken sandwich. I just don't think
Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
And I like Chick-fil-A. I do.
Oh, that changes.
Calm
the
down.
game.
I do.
I
However,
think I put holy chicken on another level though.
I'm going Popeyes. I do prefer it.
Love
All right.
my chicken. from
Number
Popeyes.
4. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Whopper.
Curly fries from Arby's.
Whopper.
All right. That's pretty solid. That's
I
pretty
mean, I like
American of you.
This is the thing. Like, I like curly fries from Arby's, but like
They're fire, bro.
the only reason I put nacho fries because they're different.
No, that's
You
why
know
I
what
put
I'm saying? Like,
that's why I put curly
there's
fries and not
there's
just
so
McDonald's
many different
fries.
things that I can get. Like, of course, every time I go to Burger King, I get Burger King fries. Like,
Right. No, but if I have anywhere to choose, I do love. Now,
I could
must
probably
be
make a
the
list of 20 items that I like.
right, and I must be the one keeping Arby's in business because I don't know anyone that admits they like it. But I like the roast beef, and yes, please, I'll have the curly fries,
Oh, okay.
and that'll be all.
Okay.
All right, number 3. 1, 2, 3. Doritos Locos Taco.
McFlurry. M&M McFlurry.
Oh, that's solid. You just didn't want to go at the same time
No, I just wanted to make it
for
awkward for a second.
drama.
Yeah.
He's a drama queen. All right, so yeah, Doritos Locos. I love the World Series because then they get you a free
Oh,
one.
you get when they steal a base.
And here's what I need you to do. I don't need you to act like I don't go to 7 different ones on that day
Definitely.
because I do.
like, so here's
So just calm
yeah.
down. Cause
no, I totally understand. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even need. We don't even talk about it
Yep.
because that's just the same thing.
Moving on. Number 2. 1, 2, 3.
Bacon.
Crazy bread from Little Caesars.
See, I don't count that as, but that works. Fast food, I guess. Yes, it's Little
in
Caesars.
3 words. I'd like to call hot and ready.
I guess. And
Yeah.
I guess we both know.
Now
about Little
I was
Caesars
so
more than
excited
we do.
about mine, and I spaced out. What did you say?
Baconator.
Wendy's.
Wendy's.
So my issue is, I live too close. Oh no, first world problems. I live too close to Wendy's, and the service there, man. I mean, if we ever get
Okay.
picked up and sponsored by Wendy's, I'll take it back. I promise. But dude, it's bad.
And they
like,
and these. Okay, Wendy's like
and just mine.
it used to be my favorite, right?
No, and the one by you isn't as bad.
No. But I will say this: has it changed since COVID? Because when I lived at your house, Wendy's was all right. It wasn't the best, but it was all right.
I'm
like
saying
Saturday
it got worse.
mornings,
I'm telling you, and I get understaffed.
after we would referee at the Y, like I was
get it.
hungry.
And it's understaffed and everything. But I'm just being honest. Like, but I'm down. I mean, I'm down with the bacon.
The one by me is probably the best one in Fort Wayne, hands down.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, are we ready
Yes.
for? I'm frustrated that I just don't have one now. Because now I'm just thinking about it. At number one, I'll go first,
Yeah, you can go first, and then I'll go
and then you go.
because
All
mine
right.
will be pretty funny.
So my number one fast food item is going to be a Butterfinger Blizzard from DQ.
Okay, all right.
If I have to choose one item,
Yeah. That's yours. Like,
yeah.
if you don't know, now you know. Me and Adam love ice cream. Like, love ice cream.
Yeah.
That is, like,
I am my father's son.
same.
He orders ice cream before
Yes.
the meal.
My dad
Just
used
to
to
make
get, like,
sure.
the gallon tubs from Schwann's, like, chocolate malt ice cream.
Hey Tubbo,
Hey.
you ain't moving.
Hey, Tubbo.
Need a little wind.
Hey, lady, there's a whale on your boat. Yeah, free Willy. Quit playing with your dinghy.
What's your number one?
Arby's, we have the meat.
Nuh-uh.
Beef and cheddar. All day, every day.
Seriously.
But with the seed bun instead of the onion roll.
yeah, I don't do that.
So I get like the regular like roast beef sandwich bun, but with the beef and cheddar. Solid. And when you said, "Am I the only one that goes Arby's?" I like wanted to say, "No, I love Arby's too."
I set you up.
It's
and
just
we-
different. It's different than any fast food. And
No, you
like,
don't have to tell me.
dude, I'm just talking about Arby's in general. So, Arby's, one day when we're famous, please.
Well, I am already. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
about you.
I mean, I kind of am.
That means you're not. You can't kinda.
Like,
That's
Can
the
I
most
be-
Caleb thing you could say.
can I be-
Well, I'm almost
can I be
famous.
Can I be
No.
like a G-list celebrity, like that far down?
P-list.
P-list.
You know a little bit about sports, and that's about it.
And that's
You're like, fair.
and without the beard, I look like Chris Farley. With the beard, look like Luke Combs. So
You can't win.
yeah, whatever. No, but their honey mustard. I get the chicken cheddar sometimes, and the honey mustard's like legit. Like my favorite honey mustard out of every fast food place ever.
Bonus, my favorite honey mustard is from a regular restaurant, Red Robin.
See,
It's got like the poppy seed thing in
Does
there,
it?
which sounds
no,
trash,
but like
but no,
legit,
it is
like
good.
like a dressing almost.
yeah. No, it's good though.
I'll have to try it sometime. Let's
Yeah.
go to Red Robin this week.
Right? I think we might get them to sponsor us and get like a free ham sandwich.
I know we can't lose weight because then we can't get the fast food spots.
Oh man. First world
First
world problems again.
problems.
Dun dun dun.
So that was fun.
Yeah, that was a good best case scenario
And
for
you
sure.
can tell we were more prepared like last week when I couldn't think of.
We were like still
So-
thinking of
So like honorable mentions, like Benny and the Jets definitely probably should have been my number one of all
oof,
time,
for karaoke.
and I couldn't even think about it. So sorry guys, I apologize.
yeah,
But
that
here we
was-
go. We can move on. Sorry about that.
So it is time to state our case, and definitely watching sports lately has gotten a little bit in your face with things, and and you can hammer me all you want. That's totally fine. Here's an example. The women's movement was shown by Marvel many times, where in the movie they just happen to have 6 strong women
Yeah.
come in a fight scene and save the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm for it, and
Yeah.
it's fine. But I don't think in the 80s or 90s they would have done that because there wasn't that issue going on. Now, it should have.
It should have been.
We should have been over this a long time ago.
Yes.
And we're not, because they're still having to talk about
But
it.
my thing,
and that's fair.
My thing with it is like now we're talking about it, but we're doing it the wrong way.
Yes, exactly.
We're doing it the wrong way. We're not empowering women. We're trying to make women
and throw it in our face and like
Oh yeah, like in like as a woman, like I would be upset. Now, like I've coached volleyball for 6-7 years. Like I've coached softball. Like I have 3 younger sisters that all played sports, and like this angers me. Like the commercial, we had the Notre Dame girl. What?
yeah. So Buick put out a
yeah.
commercial where it's all black. You don't see anything.
Just words.
And then they describe the shot, and I'm not going to pronounce her name
No.
because
We'll mess.
I'm going to butcher it.
Yeah.
But I will say, shout out to the national championship of Lutheran 8th grade basketball, which is, some of you can see the shirt I'm wearing, CCLS. Shout out to St. Louis. But this girl won that tournament
Oh,
in
okay.
8th grade. Pretty cool.
That's awesome.
So it's usually in Valpo. This year it was in Fort Wayne, so I had a chance to check it out. And so she goes on to hit the biggest shot of her life. There's no question, right?
Of Notre Dame history.
Yeah.
Men's or women's?
Yeah. I mean.
What? Name another Notre Dame shot other than that.
Oh, no. I thought you meant in the whole college basketball.
No,
okay, yeah.
men's
No,
or
that's
women's
fair.
at Notre Dame.
Oh, that's completely
yeah.
fair.
No,
Completely.
for sure.
So, and again, we can't pronounce her name, so just whatever. But they didn't show that in the commercial. It just was
we're being
all
kind
black.
of like Buick right now.
And it was just, the screen was black, and they were like, this was the greatest shot, blah, blah, blah. But you didn't see it because you don't like women. It's basically what they were saying. That because a lot of people missed it because they're not interested in women's sports.
I watched it.
That they're going to try to, that Buick somehow is going to single-handedly make us aware of women's sports and make us want to watch it.
Yeah.
Which is, again, like an argument like the WNBA players making a fraction of what LeBron or whatever, what the men make. But then you look at how much money the men bring in. Now, again, you can crucify us, attack us, but we're on
We're
some of
women's
these.
supporters, so that's what we're stating right now. Like,
And we're not giving, we give opinions all day long on
Yes.
this, but this is a fact.
yes,
The NBA, the men bring in X amount of money that is astronomically larger than the WNBA. Not only that, they own the
it's like almost like the G League.
the WNBA is an employee.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
could
there's
look, right?
levels.
Yeah.
Like G League
And
and then
so-
the WNBA and whatever else
Now,
they have. Like,
you can say that a superstar like Sue Bird, that she puts in the same amount of hours as Chris
LeBron-
Paul.
or Chris Paul or LeBron James,
just
or
whatever,
whoever.
right? And that's fair. They have the same regiment. I mean, they have less games,
Yeah.
but let's not argue with facts,
No.
you know. But you can say, yeah, man, their job is tough. They put in a lot. They miss their families just like Chris Paul does, or Steph, or whatever. But they don't bring in as much money, so you're not gonna get paid as much money.
So how does that change though? How do you
So-
bring in more? That's more what I'm saying. How do we
Now,
bring in more revenue for
that's
the WNBA?
fair. That's where the
That's
conversation.
more, I think, where we come from. It's like, these are the facts. This is why this is. How do we change that in a way that's
But here's what we'll say: the way that they're going about it, that's
is wrong?
not. That's
this
not
is
the
not
right
the
way.
right way.
That's not the way.
Like, so
is
tell
all
me
we're
why
saying.
on the NCAA tournament selection show last Sunday, last Sunday, not this Sunday, but last Sunday, they had 2 hours of men's, and you have Greg Gumbel, you have Jay Billis, you have all these guys that everybody knows.
Right.
And everybody's known since I was 12. I've known these guys. And then you go, and what was it, Kansas Parker?
Yeah, who was in the women's tournament?
Yeah. But
So
then when
wouldn't
it
you
came
just-
to the women's selection show, which I watched, it was random. So why not have Candace Parker be the lead?
Right.
Like, we're putting her on men's. Like, that's more what I'm saying is the coattails. Like, it's almost a disgrace thrown in your face. Like, you're not good enough, so you're going to be in this men's commercial with me so that you get more famous.
And it's
Not
almost like,
like-
they're admitting what the problem is because they're
Yes.
saying, "Look, Candace Parker, we want you to be seen, but we know if we put you on the women's that no one will watch it."
Like,
So
like the Sue Bird
instead-
commercials, too. I like them, but why doesn't Sue Bird have, like,
her own,
yeah.
like she's
Or they have they do have that Candace Parker one where like it shows all their stats and you think it's like Carmelo or somebody, and it's NBA players, and it's Candace Parker. That was empowering. Like I had chills because
That one's good.
it was Candace in all her glory,
And it was
she
just
got
her.
the glory.
It wasn't matched up with something else.
Yeah,
Let
it
her
wasn't
be
like
good. Let
it wasn't
her-
like, oh, you're Sue Bird, but Larry Bird's with you.
right for laughs.
Yeah,
Right.
and Christian Leitner.
Yeah. Like a
And-
Capital One
and
random.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Talking about big shots.
yeah,
If you're gonna have big shots, have old girl from Notre Dame.
yeah.
And just have a bunch of Tisha Penichero. All these
Skylar Diggins, boy.
dude. Just get all.
Please marry me, Skylar Diggins.
What you
He's
know?
like, what?
Now you're gonna make me lose my train of thought. But why not just have all
Okay.
celebrate the women for what they are? You
Yeah.
don't have to match them up against.
So
Something
here's
else.
another thing. We have professional baseball. Why don't we have professional softball?
Because there's no money in it.
I watch college softball more than I watch
that's
college
the reason.
baseball. I would pay money. If Indiana had a pro softball team, I might buy season tickets.
That's fair.
And
I
I
mean,
might be one of, but I'm just saying
You're in the
there's
minority though.
maybe. And maybe
Well-
that's why I see it differently than a lot of other people.
That's fair. But that's the reason, and people don't want to hear that because usually when you're wrong, you either bring up things that have nothing to do with the argument, or you use opinions as facts, and then when you hear facts, you don't like it. So that's where it's at, and that's why I think that was a failure, was the way that they chose to go about that.
So 49.6% of the world is female. So that means 50.4% is male.
Yeah.
But it's almost like even females are more interested in male sports.
Right.
So that's part of the problem too.
Right. How many women on my Facebook story this week did I see excited for the Duke game?
Yeah.
Or excited for IU?
I ran into a lady.
Which doesn't make any sense.
I ran
don't
into a
know.
lady last night, and there's nothing wrong with this.
Right.
So she just wanted to come on a Sunday, have a drink, and watch sports. And where
But
did
it
she go?
It was guys.
A bar, because she could hang with guys that knew what they were talking about. And we talked all night about sports and about basketball, and she knew her stuff. But I don't know. How do we break barriers? You know, I think that's more what, and maybe time will tell.
Yep.
It might not be till our grandkids.
And we don't have the best way. What we're trying to say is we're stating our case for the idea that the way they're trying to
Is
do
wrong.
it isn't the right way.
Yeah. And
Now-
if they're no more than us because they're the ones doing it, then figure it out.
And if we do, and we should think more about it, and if there are ways, then that's something to be discussed.
Yeah.
But all I know is, bad service when you get it. When you go out to eat, you don't think when it's good. You don't
Oh, yeah.
even tell anybody.
Like,
but when it's bad,
obviously-
you tell Facebook, you tell everybody.
Yeah, like obviously I shouldn't have to tell the waiter, like, chips and salsa comes out before the main entree.
Normally that is kind of understood.
Because other than that, then it's pretty shitty waitressing.
That is
I
true.
mean, would you agree?
Yeah. Yep.
Common
So-
sense.
Yep. Not everyone has it.
Dope.
So that's going to wrap it up for this week's case for the Mondays. As always, every Monday we are here. Follow us on Instaface. That's not a thing.
Instaface
That's not a thing.
Twit
Instagram,
book.
Facebook, the Twitters,
Mm-hmm.
our YouTube page. We will go live as much as we can, and we will go live when it's time to get
Yes.
some pie eaten first, and then
And let's talk about, we got kind of meet, but where we're at, and where we're broadcasting. Shout out to 95.7 WELT, local Fort Wayne FM radio. We're coming live on the radio eventually, and we'll let you know. So those long drives home, hopefully we could get you at 5:30. We don't know. We haven't decided on the time yet.
Yep.
But we'll have all that information, guys. This is the beginning of something great, and I'm excited. I'm excited for you guys to be with us. And then, like 10 years down the road, if we're still doing this, when we're still doing this podcast, like there's gonna be people with like gear and shirts. They're like, First time caller,
Long
time listener. I remember when you pied Westra in the face because he's a dummy.
Yeah.
So
Good stuff. So again, thanks guys for listening. Thanks for your support. We will see you next week.